Hello, class. Personal narratives are used to shed light on a multitude of situations, whether they be political, social, or economic. As our online communications class has seen over the past month for the respective political campaigns of the Democrats and the Republicans, Michelle Obama and Ann Romney recently used personal narratives to help bolster the campaigns of Barack Obama and Mitt Romney to help become President of the United States for the next 4 years. However, in my situation, I will use a social personal narrative example to show you guys how awesome it was to visit my hometown of Tripoli, Libya for 3 months. The reason why I picked this topic was because Libya has been on the news an awful lot as part of the upcoming Arab Spring in the Middle East and African regions of the world. Recently, Libya has overthrown their dictator who oppressed and ruled the land for 42 years, Muammar Gaddafi. In a period of transition, I want to show you guys how awesome it is to live in a third world country or in a struggling nation because it's not all about warfare and fighting over there. You will meet great people and you will experience cultures that you've never experienced before, and you'll have a great time, I guarantee you of that. I've been there many times, but my favorite memory was when I went there 5 years ago when I was 14 years old and just a teenager. I was a whitewashed kid, and I was living in a Metro Detroit suburb, and I had never experienced third world life before. It came as a huge culture shock to me initially, going to a third world country where food and water were always readily available. But I quickly realized that as long as you had family and friends at the end of the day, everything would be alright and life was worth living. Family over there is a huge deal, and basic material goods like here in the US aren't really needed over there. But my favorite memory was when I went to a citywide rivalry match, or derby as it's known over there, between Tripoli's two biggest clubs. We were in a stadium of 80,000 people, and it was very noisy. This wasn't just a game, however. Bragging rights between colleagues and coworkers that were at risk here, between family and friends as well. However, the general rule of thumb over there is that one can do whatever they want as long as they don't hurt other people, because sporting events are a lot different outside of the US. After a lot of ruckus and mayhem, the game ended 2-0 in our favor, but even had we lost 5-0, I would have still considered it a great day and one of the best days of my life. The most memorable event of that day, however, was when a hooligan struck the assistant referee on the side of the head with a huge rock and he started bleeding profusely. The game had to be delayed 10 minutes, and the riot police had to come in with the riot shields and everything and escort the hooligan and his friends outside the stadium. When I was a teenager, when I first saw this, I thought this was kind of cool. But now looking back at this, I condemn that action because someone could have got seriously hurt, and he did get seriously hurt. But in the end of the day, he was able to carry on and finish his job, which was amazing. Because the game did not get canceled, and I did not want it to get canceled because it was a very great game. Looking back at, I hope everyone here enjoyed listening to this personal narrative, and I hope you guys consider going to a third world country and experiencing your heritage or the country you were from. I guarantee you will not regret this, and you'll have a fantastic time because the culture there is very different than it is over here, and you'll learn that material goods are not always necessary to have a great time in life. Thank you, and thanks for watching this video.